Good day, guys. Welcome to our class for today. This is Nobel Science Tutors Online, and this is your online physics video tutorial. For our class for today, we're going to be looking at the concept of the atom. We are already in modern physics or atomic physics, so today we are going to start introduction to modern physics, and so we are looking at the concept of the atom. So please get your writing materials ready so that we'll go straight to the class for today. Please, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please click on the subscribe button, click on the notification bell so that whenever we upload a new video or a new lecture, YouTube will notify you. Please also give us a thumbs up, give us a like, give us positive comments, and please invite your friends too to come and enjoy what you are enjoying on YouTube. Okay, so I remain Otto Michael, and if you have any challenge in physics, you can reach us through the WhatsApp number that's showing on your screen. Is that okay? So, welcome to the class, and as I said, we are looking at the concept of the atom. Alright, so if you are ready, please let's go straight to our class for today. Concept of the atom. Well, this should be a familiar topic because you must have taken this topic in physics and in chemistry, and I think this is your introductory topic to chemistry, maybe when you were in junior secondary school, when you were in early senior secondary school, right? So what you have here on the screen is just the structure of an atom, and if you look at it, you see that there are some particles that are at the center, and then we have other ones that are surrounding what is on the center. So an atom consists of an extremely small positively charged central nucleus. So this is the nucleus of the atom. This is the nucleus of the atom. Okay, and then that is surrounded by electrons. So these are the electrons. These are the electrons that are surrounding the nucleus, and this is the nucleus of the atom. And then these electrons, they are negatively charged, and they are like in orbit or shells around the nucleus. Okay, so if you look at the electron and the way they are positioned, there's an electrostatic force of attraction between this electron, the positively charged nucleus, and the negatively charged electron that are in the shell. Okay, so if you look at the nucleus very closely, you see that it contains two main particles, and that is the proton and the neutrons. So the nucleus of an atom consists of what? The proton and the neutron. The proton and the neutron together constitute the nucleon of the atom, the nucleon of the atom. So you can either call it the nucleon of the atom or the atomic mass of the atom. Excuse me, we'll get to that. So the proton is positively charged, that's what I've said before, while the neutron does not have any charge. So in the nucleus of an atom, you have the proton that are positively charged. Alright, you have the proton that are positively charged, while the neutron does not carry any charge. So because the proton in the nucleus of the atom has positive charge, the nucleus of the atom is positively charged. Okay, then in an atom you have subatomic particles, and the subatomic particles are the proton, the neutron, and then the electrons. Okay, so those are the subatomic particles of the atom. So this is just a brief introduction to like the structure of the atom and what is inside the atom. But there are other things that we need to learn concerning the atom. Okay. So the As I said, more on the concept of the atom, the electron in an atom is the lightest particle of the atom, and it has a mass of 9.1 times 10 to the power minus 31 kg, and then it has a charge of 1.6 times 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, and this charge is negative. So the charge on the electron is negative charge. Okay, then the proton has a mass of 1.67 times 10 to the power minus 27 kg, and it carries a positive charge of 1.6 times 10 to the power minus 10 kg. So if you look at the charge on the proton and the electron, they are equal. Okay, so the quantity of charge on the electron and the proton is the same, but the only difference is that they have different sign. Okay, so the charge on the electron is negative, while the charge on the proton is what? Is positive. Alright, the neutron on the other hand has the same mass as the proton, but it carries no charge. So the neutron is neutral. It does not carry any charge. That is what we just discussed before. Alright, so the neutron carries no charge. Now, because the proton is positively charged and the electron is negatively charged, and the quantity of charge on the proton and the electron, they are equal, that makes the electron to be electrically neutral. Why? Because the negative charge on the electron cancels the positive charge on the proton or on the nucleus. So because the nucleus carries a positive charge and the electron carries a negative charge, and the charge on the nucleus and the electron, they are equal but opposite charge, that is why the electron is electrically neutral. Okay, so an atom of an electron can actually be represented by, or it can be denoted by this, can be denoted by this. All right, where A is known as what? The atomic or nuclear number, while Z is known as the proton or atomic number, as the case may be. So in your chemistry, I'm sure you must have been taught this. A is the atomic mass or nuclear number or mass number, while the Z is atomic number or proton number. Okay, so the atomic or proton number Z is the number of protons in the nucleus of the atom of an element, while the mass number or nuclear number A is the total sum of proton and neutron in the nucleus of an atom. I want you to remember that the number of protons in an atom is equal to the number of electrons in the shell in the atom. Okay, so the number of protons is equal to the number of electrons. So if you are given proton number and you are asked to find electron number, it is the number of protons is equals to the number of electron. All right, then if you know the mass number of an atom and you are given the atomic number, you can from this formula find the neutron number. Okay, so the number of neutrons in an atom is equal to the difference between the mass of the atom and the atomic number, and that is what this formula connotes. Then if you are given the number of neutrons and then the atomic number, you can use that one to also find the mass number by using this formula. So mass number is the sum of mass number A is equals to the sum of atomic number plus neutron number, while neutron number is equals to the difference between the atomic mass and the what and the atomic number. So these two formulas They are very important and you just have to take note of them. All right. So this is still part of the introduction to the concept of the atom. All right. So more on this introduction to the concept of the atom. We are still going to discuss more on this introduction to the concept of the atom. All right. So as I've said before, I said that the number of electrons in an atom is equal to the number of protons in the atom. And I've also mentioned that an atom is electrically neutral because the positive charge on the nucleus is equal to the negative charge on the electron. So this I've also mentioned before. And we want to know that the electrons in an atom, they are arranged in shells. So if you look at this drawing under here, we see that the electrons are actually arranged in shells. See, so this is the nucleus. Then you see a shell around the nucleus, another shell, another shell. These shells, they are like orbits. So the electrons, they are arranged in orbits around the nucleus. Now each shell has a maximum number of electrons that it can carry. And this is given by this formula: 2 multiplied by n raised to the power 2, where n is an integer, so which means that n starts from 1. Okay, so for a simple atom, we have the first 4 shells, which is the first shell is the K shell, the next shell is the L shell, then the M, and then the N shell. So we have the K element shell. Now we have said that the first shell is K shell, so which means that for the K shell, N is equals to what? 1. So N is equals to 1. So using this formula, you find out that the number of electrons that are possible in the K shell is equals to 2. Okay, so the first shell around the nucleus carries just 2 electrons. Then the second shell, where N is equals to 2, which is the L shell, carries how many electrons? 8 electrons. Okay, so the second shell carries 8 electrons. Then the M shell, where N is equals to 3, carries 18 electrons. And then the fourth shell, which is the N shell, where N is equals to 4, carries 32 electrons. So this is how the electrons are distributed around the nucleus of an atom. All right. Now the outermost shell of an atom, or the electrons that are on the outermost shell of an electron, are known as the valency electron. So assuming we have an element like sodium, so assuming we have an element like sodium with atomic number 11. Okay, so if we have sodium with atomic number 11, okay, so this is sodium and the atomic number is 11, or let me just write it properly. So the atomic number of sodium 11. So we'll have the arrangement of the shells will be: the first shell of the atom of sodium will carry 2 electrons, the second shell will carry 8, and then the last shell will carry 1 electron. Okay, following the rule that we just discussed, the last shell will carry 1 electron. Now this 1 electron is the electron that will be on the outermost shell of the sodium atom. It is this electron that we say is the valency electron. Is that okay? So the electron that is in the outermost shell is the valency, and this electron that is the valency electron, they are responsible for the behavior of sodium atoms. Okay, they are responsible for the behavior. So the valence electron are responsible for the chemical behavior of an element. And these valence electrons, they are the combining power that an element has to form a compound with another element. So which means that if sodium is reacting with chlorine to form sodium chloride, it is the outermost electron that will combine with the outermost electron of chlorine to form sodium chloride. Okay, so we know that chlorine has atomic number of 17. So which means that chlorine will have this simple electrochemical recurrence of 2, 8, 7. So it is this 1 electron and this 7 electron that are on the outermost shell of chlorine that we combine the electron in sodium, this 1 electron in sodium and this 7 electron in chlorine, that will combine to form the compound sodium chloride. So these valence electrons, they are the combining power of the elements that makes them to form a compound. That okay? So you need to understand that basic principle about the atom. All right. So this is also part of the introduction to the atomic structure. I know what I'm saying here now, they are like revisions to you because you have done them in your chemistry, but you need to know this because this is the introductory part to atomic physics, right? So take note of all that we've discussed. Now, still on the concept of the atom, we are also looking at isotopes, because from the atom we will have isotopes. So isotopes are atoms of the same element which have the same atomic number but different mass number. And the difference in mass number is because of the difference in neutron number. So here we have an example of chlorine. Okay, so we have an example of chlorine. Chlorine has 2 isotopes. One is isotope 35 and the other one is isotope 37. If you look at these 2 isotopes, you see that they have the same atomic number but different mass number. And why is there a difference? This is isotope 35 and this isotope 37, so which means that their neutron number is different. So one has 18 neutron and the other one has 20 neutrons, case may be. Now if you look at the electron number, they are the same. That is to tell you that the proton number is equals to the electron number. Okay, so how that is clear. Similarly to with oxygen, you have 2 types of oxygen, oxygen 16 and oxygen 17. Proton number is the same for the 2, but neutron number is different, electron number is the same. Okay, so this is all about isotope. Okay, so this is introduction to atomic physics. I hope this is clear. As I've said, I know that this is revision for you, so I hope this is clear, and this is where we are drawing the curtain on this particular class. All right, so thank you so much for your time, and we hope to continue to bring out other quality lectures in physics. So thank you. As I've said, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to this channel. Click on the notification bell so that when we upload a new video, YouTube will notify you. So guys, this is where we are drawing the curtain on this particular class. Invite your friends, give us a like, give us a thumbs up, give us a positive comment, and you can reach us via the WhatsApp number that is showing on your screen. So thank you and have a nice day. See you in our next class. Thanks.